Now, it's going to be a very important event in federal parliament tomorrow. No, it's not in the House, not a vote. Earlier this year, Peter, as you might remember, brought you a special preview of a very important documentary, which is called Bravery and Betrayal, which is giving SAS veterans, and we all need to look after our veterans, a chance to share their story, particularly in light of that Breton Report. The fallout from that was horrendous. Well, as I mentioned, on Tuesday, that documentary will be screened for senators and MPs. Everybody's welcome at Parliament House in Canberra as part of a push from a veteran support charity organisation that does great work, Wandering Warriors, veterans and their families, to bring some closure to this issue. Now, here's a clip. This is part of that documentary looking at the SAS and their dog unit.
Those dogs were so important, I think, on so many levels, and obviously it's near and dear to my heart as well, because they're man's best friend, and so they were out there, and there was no expectation of payment. There's unconditional service.
Did it affect you personally when the dogs were killed?
Yeah, they're the toughest ramp ceremonies I did, I think, because they're just so unconditional, their service.
Beautifully shot, and the SAS trooper you see in that clip there, we'll call him Horse. I hope he doesn't mind that. Horse, how important for the pollies to actually come and see this documentary?
Oh, look, I believe it's very, very important for the politicians to come and see this film. We made this, as you alluded to tell our side of the story, the truth of what occurred on the ground in Afghanistan by those who were on the ground. It's become so much more than that. I've had Vietnam veterans coming up to me in tears, hugging me, saying, thank you, nobody did this for us, nobody told our story. We've got families who, like from Middle Australia, coming up in tears also, saying we had no idea what you went through, what you did for us. And it's reinvigorated national pride in these people, pride in their military, pride in their country. So it's very, very important that the politicians come and see this film.
Yeah, it'd be about time they show it in schools as well. I mean, you mentioned a very important word there, pride in their military and pride in their country. I mean, that's something we have definitely lost. What's the connection here between the fallout from Breton, which I mentioned, and this story being told?
The connection from the fallout with Breton. So, well, we were getting smashed with the Breton Report from largely false stories from the media, from those who weren't there, and so we felt that it was our turn to tell our side of the story, and the truth needed to be told, basically.
And the documentary itself, I've not yet had the opportunity to see it. I will make sure I do. What am I going to get out of it watching it?
You'll get a sense of pride in your nation, pride in your in your defence force. It reinvigorates the Anzac spirit, basically, and you get to see the truth from us and understand the sacrifice that were made by the families who lost sons, who lost partners, who lost a father in it. And that's pretty much what you're going to get.
Horse, you mentioned the importance of the dog unit. I think you've got your dog there with you tonight. And you said that some of the most difficult ramp ceremonies... He's not on duty, there he is. Having a bit of a snooze on the floor. You said some of the most difficult ramp ceremonies involved the passing of those animals. How important was your dog to you when you were there, and how important for everyone else with the dog units that were there?
So what they gave us was that early warning. They used their senses to see through. It's not all jungle, a desert over there. There is quite a lot of jungle. And with the daytime operations that we're forced to do, having that animal out in front gave us so much more confidence, and we were able to achieve a lot more with that security out in front. And I believe we saved a lot of lives, having that early warning, their senses, being able to use their nose and their ears to detect enemy before we walked into an ambush because of daylight operations. Not only that, they provide a sense of camaraderie, a morale boost to everybody, because who doesn't love a dog?
So when you might be about to walk into an ambush, what would the dog actually do?
The dog would give a change in behaviour. And I'm not going to go too much more into it because I think we're going to give away some tactics and secrets, but he would give us early warning of the presence of personnel out in front of us, and sometimes alert us to explosives as well. And then that would allow us to manoeuvre as appropriate. Yeah, I imagine if you go onto the Wandering Warriors website, you'll be able to work out how you can watch that documentary. Is that right? Absolutely. The screenings are posted on the website. In fact, we're about to wind up our first rotation of tours. We've had over 60 cinemas sold out, which has exceeded all of our expectations. We thought we'll start with 5 and see how we go. So it's escalated, and we are going to start a 2.0 tour in September through to November up and down the east coast of Australia. So get on the Wandering Warriors website and we'll see you out there. Yeah, I'd like to see it in a cinema rather than watch it on a laptop. Horst, thank you very much for your time, and of course, thank you very much for the service that you provided to your country.